Welcome to the Polishing Profits podcast, where we discuss all things related to the business of detailing. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, this podcast is for you. In each episode, we'll cover topics ranging from business management to marketing solutions. Here to help you grow your detailing business, your hosts, Nick and Dustin.
Woo, yeah.
Dustin, that's an intro right there. That's an intro right there.
That's an intro. So yeah, sounded great.
Yeah, episode one.
As you can tell, guys, we're still ironing out kinks. I mean, this is episode one of a new podcast, and we're playing with some things. We definitely have our the places that we're going to share it, and the help me out, Nick, where we're going to put the where we're going to share the podcast to, like our Facebook.
That's going to be Facebook, live on Facebook, right? So this is a live show, one take. That's all. Yeah. That's all we get.
That's right. That's the way I like it.
Afterwards, you'll be able to find it Spotify, YouTube. It'll be on Facebook, obviously, Instagram Reels. You'll see it everywhere, and it's going to be a real exciting journey.
Channels was the word I was looking for. All the channels that we're going to use. So, yeah, episode one. Wouldn't be right if I didn't mess it up.
So I think we got some new listeners, right? So we're going to have some new people. This is fresh start. Some people know us, some people don't. Why don't we start with an intro? Who are you, Dustin? Who are you?
Who am I? I am me. I'm Dustin Jackson. I'm the owner of Easy in Detail, Storage Detail and Retail in Saraland, Alabama, north of Mobile, for those of you that don't know. And also on Detail Bookie, which is a software company we built to manage detailing businesses. So,
okay.
Wide range of things, multiple businesses, serial entrepreneur from the time I can remember. I had my first business license at 14. We should put that on set right there.
Yeah, that should be hanging up right there.
Literally, opened a paintball business called Paintball Extreme, got the business license, actually got a loan, signed a contract illegally because I wasn't old enough. And so, serial entrepreneur, always been in business.
Starts.
Yeah. And that's what I love to do. I love to build things. I love to grow things. It's not for love of money. It's for the love of something that doesn't exist to something that exists. Seriously, that's where the passion comes from.
Yeah, it's all about finding those solutions of those problems. For me, right, we've got 2 locations, Splash Hand Car Wash and Detail. So we're washing your car, we're detailing your car, ceramic coating, PPF. And we do mobile now. So we're just maximizing and growing our businesses. We've got a couple other fun ventures as well.
Yeah.
But that's enough about us. People don't want to hear about us. They want to hear about we're doing something really cool in this series. We're going to be me and your partners, and we're going to start a detail business from scratch. And we're going to take you guys through that process. So this episode today is all about finding that location. I don't know what me and Dustin, we did homework. We did research. We got 2 different locations for you, and man, I'm excited to hear where you picked.
And we haven't talked about this with each other, by the way. We haven't discussed our locations. We didn't do this together. We went and did our own research, and he doesn't know who I picked or where I picked, and I don't know where he picked. So this ought to be interesting. But I do want to say before we dive in, for those of you that already have a detailing business, you may be thinking, how does this relate to me? These guys are going to pick the most perfect area to go build a detailing business. I'm not packing up and moving tomorrow. Easy In's here to stay. I might want to open a second, third location, sure. But I'm not doing that tomorrow. So how's this podcast relative to me, right? Well, what I want you to do, your homework, we did ours. Your homework is to listen to the show, listen to the things that we determined, that we based our research on, contributing factors to the success of this business, and then go do your research on where you're at now. Make sure you're targeting the right audience. Make sure your demographic is what you think it is. If your average income is way low and you're targeting high end, you have a very, very small window of success. And maybe that's why you're struggling a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. If yours is high income and your prices are pennies, hard sell.
Yeah.
People with money know that quality costs money. And if you're too cheap, you're not going to get the work. So the point of the show is to cause you to think. Yeah. We want you to think about your business, and we want you to listen to what we do, watch us, point us out too. If we make a mistake, if we didn't think of something, point us out, man. We want to hear about it.
Yeah, I'm excited to sort of hear that feedback. Yeah, we don't know it all, but you know what? Maybe we can get someone to think about something a little differently, leads to some success. That's all we want to do. That's going to be real fun. So I thought we'd start off with what place didn't make the cut, and maybe just a quick thing why. What was your second in line there?
Okay, so this was unplanned, by the way, that we both picked two and had to. I mean, obviously, when you're picking, you're going to have multiples.
Yeah, we think alike. We think alike there. What if we pick the same spot?
Oh, that would be my all right, so my number two, which was my number one, but I just thought that detailers, these like listeners would just be like, Dustin, you're ridiculous. I'm known for being ridiculous. I'm known for when they say aim for the stars and you hit the moon, like this was aiming for like the next galaxy.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we hit a star. Dude, I went Dubai.
Oh, you went international.
I went international.
Yeah. Now you got me sweating. I'm like, holy
I told you
crap.
I'm bringing the heat. Population of 3.5 million people.
God, he's just going, yeah. Oh, that's too funny.
So obviously I didn't do a ton of research, but think about this. Disposable income is readily available. These guys are selling oil to everybody. Supercars. So, yachts.
I'm glad you were shooting for the galaxy. I stayed home. I stayed on this planet a little bit.
Okay?
Oh, yeah? So I was thinking Franklin, Tennessee. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay, good.
Okay,
I'm going to know where Franklin is. I think I know. Yeah, go
Franklin
ahead.
is right outside of Nashville.
Yeah,
right?
That's
it's
right.
It's a high-end suburban area.
It is.
I've never been there before.
Yep.
But I was doing some research, a couple of things I didn't like. But you see, I feel like that could have been, that was an interesting place.
So reasonable.
Reasonable spot there.
That's why I didn't do Dubai, because I wasn't going to do, I didn't want it to be like, this is ridiculous.
Next thing you know, I'm going to be looking for buildings in Dubai.
I've already looked at some. It's sandy,
funny,
though.
man.
It's sandy.
Yeah.
You better like some sand.
Because Dubai and Franklin didn't make the cut. So anyone that lives there, I'm sorry. It's not going to work out for us.
Said how much alike we were.
Yeah.
But our number twos could not be any further apart. All right. So cool. Number two didn't make it, obviously.
Number one. Let's talk number one.
Okay. Do you want to go first on this, or do you want me to go?
You know what? Mine's not going to be as exciting. I already know it's not, but I think I got some really cool reasons. And I'm excited to jump into them a little bit. It's actually the last reason that's going to hit home the most. So we're going to go through some stuff, population, income, and whatnot. But the last one's the one that's going to be the real kicker.
Yep.
Carmel, Indiana, north of Indianapolis. Carmel, Indiana.
Caramel, caramel, but caramel.
Maybe it's caramel.
Spell it for me.
Yeah, Carmel. But
you guys say it like that, yeah. We say caramel, y'all say caramel.
Yeah, we say it a little different.
Got it. Okay, Carmel, Indiana. Tell us about it. I've never been there.
Carmel, Indiana. It's almost 100,000 people. It's north of Indianapolis.
Okay.
You know what? Do we want to jump into this right now? No, let's wait till we're going to talk competition. I've got it on Google Maps. You're going to see a couple reasons why.
Yeah.
But I'm on my edge of the seat now. I got to know where you picked after my boring Carmel, Indiana.
Okay. You went Carmel. I went the other end of the earth again. Okay. I went Jupiter, Florida.
Okay.
Jupiter, Florida.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm chasing a specific audience, man. A specific customer.
Okay.
If I'm going.
Now, remember, I'm a car guy, right? And I obviously do cars as well.
Yeah.
EVN boat detailing. I figure you're going to be by the water.
I'm chasing the water, bro. I'm chasing the water.
So this is going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I love it. Yeah, man. All right. So how you want to kick this thing off? You want to go population first and kind of bounce
it? Let's do population. Yeah, let's do a little population. What's Jupiter looking like?
61,000 is my population. So I'm a little bit smaller than you.
Okay. What is that? When I was looking, right, what was that low number you were looking for? Did you put a baseline of like, hey, it has to be more than this many people?
Man, not really. I mean, I think anything smaller than 30, 40,000, it's getting kind of questionable about, is there enough there to sustain if there's any existing shops? And then if there's not any existing shops, is there market for it?
Yeah. And I used 30,000. So I said,
okay,
hey,
so
we're similar there.
Yeah, we're similar.
And I think looking at those surrounding places as well is really important, because it's not like you're just going to cater to one area. It's going to be, you build a reputation. You have people traveling.
People are coming from all ends. Yeah. But yeah, so 61,126 was the most recent population.
to the exact person. I rounded a little bit. I was at like 98,137. I rounded up to 100,000.
You should never round people. Those count. Oh man. So okay. So
population is obviously important, right? So it's an easy stat. It's something you look in. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
So you know what it's most important though is detailers. How many shops or how many detailers per 1,000 in your population? So if we had 60,000 and we had 1,000 detailers, maybe there's not room for it. You know what I mean?
You got 60 people per detail shop. Yeah, that's tough.
Right. Do you know what I'm saying? And yes, those numbers don't count. But I wanted to tell you, so like population is extremely important. But really you need to know. So like, is there enough market? Is there enough business there for the amount of detail shops or service providers there in that area? So those numbers are correlated. Do you want to did you do like a total? By the way, we didn't, guys, we didn't script this. Like, we don't know what each other's research.
No, this is really fun. I have no idea what your numbers are or any of this. This is just going to be organic.
So let's talk about if you have your number of shops that are open in that area or number of detailers. Do you have a ballpark number?
I do. It's on the screen. Let's wait a sec till we get the competition, because I think we'll be able to jump into that real well, because it's different types of competition that I think is important as well.
Love it. Go ahead. What you want to talk about next? I'm with it.
You were talking numbers. I need to talk dollars.
Okay.
Right?
Good. Yeah, I like it.
What is that average income of Jupiter, Florida over there?
95,000.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
My guys are bringing in bank, baby.
Yeah, so you're bringing in some money down there. Now, Carmel's a little lower at about 64,000.
Okay.
But you know what's really interesting that I think is important to say?
Tell me.
Over 200,000 is 27% of the population.
Over 200,000. I got that number. Hang on, boy.
What's your number there?
18% of my population makes over 200,000.
So you see that difference?
So how much was yours? How much was yours?
27%.
Ooh, okay,
So
okay.
What does that tell you, though? That tells you that, hey, you're going to have a lot of high-end customers.
Absolutely.
But you're also going to have some lower-end customers, employees. The employment numbers are really important. So you're going to have a really big split and diversification there that I think you got to take advantage of.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Here's an important number that I found while we're in population.
Yeah.
Population over 65. Mine's 22%. 22% of my population is over 65. And I felt like that was an important number because people over 65 aren't polishing boats.
Yep. I think
they're not polishing cars.
I know I got that number too. Hold on. I'm getting that number.
And Chris, by the way, if we have any comments, guys, we're going to open this up to Q&A at the end. But if there's a relevant comment where you think like that this thing needs to drop it, Chris. You know what to do.
Yeah, and so I don't have that exact stat. I know it's similar spread where I'm looking at that older demographic that's not going to necessarily be doing the work themselves, which I think is really important. The next part that was important to me is wherever I picked, right? And I'm guessing Jupiter, Florida is near a place too. It's got to be next to a city. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But is Jupiter by a city, and which city is that?
So Jupiter is the city, but like that's like a go-to destination spot. But Miami would be like your big hub.
Okay.
Jupiter's kind of off to that.
Do you know about how far away it is?
Few hundred, probably less than 100 miles, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. And for me, I said within 25 miles. So I've got Indianapolis. Millions of people there.
Yeah.
That's the city hub where you're going to have people coming up and out, and you're getting that to and from traffic, which I think is really important to be near a city. You don't have to be in the city though. Because again, as you know, you go to Miami, Florida, you've got a detailer on every corner.
Chris, can you do a search for me and go Miami, Florida to Jupiter, Florida? Yeah, I'm curious. Because like when I looked at Jupiter, like I thought, okay, this is the spot. Like there's enough work when we talk about competition and how minimal. How many miles you got? 81 miles. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I feel like it was under 100. When we talk about competition, it's going to really open your eyes to the demand for Jupiter. I think that you're going to see that. Yeah.
If you got this stat, we're just gonna do
you're just gonna fall off the table.
Let you have it.
Yeah.
You know what the population is compared to tourism? Because you think Florida.
Oh, I had that number. I didn't write it down.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know
how many people are just visiting?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know how many people are just going to Carmel, Indiana, but I'm just going to let you know it's not a big destination spot. Just so the people you're catering to live there. And Florida, the main reason I didn't pick it, such a big tourist destination.
So,
you see what I'm saying?
So I did, hold on. I may have put it in my notes. It's not on my notepad. I 1000% looked and it was not. So, okay. Dubai puts another 2 million people a year in tourists. And I'm like, that's 5.5 million people in Dubai. Like that, but you're not going to be servicing those guys. Like visitors don't bring their things. You know, they come to use
You're going to rent it. You might be working with some high-end rental companies. But is that your business model? Is that what you want to chase?
No.
Something to think about.
We want like that's not me. But yeah, so give me a second. I'm gonna check my notes.
I know. I've got you. I've got you on the ropes now. While you look for it, we can always go back to it.
Yep.
The climate of our two places are a little different. I think it's safe to say.
I got climate.
Yeah. I got climate. So the one thing is what? It's midsummer right now. You guys got to be 110 degrees down there. Are we detailing outside in Jupiter, Florida?
Technically.
Okay. Yeah.
My summers are in the mid 80s.
So that's that.
I mean, that's not bad. Listen to this though. My winters in the low 70s.
Yeah, you're gonna have me on the winters. I think you're gonna have me on the winters.
What's yours looking like?
We're gonna be looking at an indoor operation.
Okay.
So that'll play a little bit in the future there, where we're gonna have a little bit higher heating bills. But that's planned for because guess what? People still got to get their car cleaned in the winter. Mm-hmm. So I want to make sure. I'm from Chicago. We're open year round.
Yep, you know about that stuff.
Yeah, so that's playing to my strengths a little bit, but it's different, and I'm excited to see what people have to say about it.
I have a unique stat.
Okay.
I have 235 sunny days annually.
Yeah, wow. That's a great stat.
Sunny State, Florida, baby.
Sunny State.
135 days. That's 235 working days we're not taking off, son.
Polishing in those boats, on the 110 degree heat, that's
no, man. I'm mid to upper 80s. I'm good. It's not Mobile heat, dude. It is.
So I think this will be interesting as we go back and forth, right? You got that boating background, car, pretty much strictly car. We'll do a couple boats, couple RVs. When you're working with a partner and we've got not a disagreement, but something differences, right, of a business model, and sort of working through that, because no matter what, a unified, factor is going to be real important.
We had a stat drop in 9.1 million visitors.
That's a lot. That's a lot of visitors.
Go ahead, though, Nick. Sorry.
What do you think? What's our business plan? Are we doing boats, doing cars? I know it's dependent on location a little bit.
I did kind of put some thought into that. We're going low overhead in my situation. We are going to do boats, but we're mobile. We're mobile on this. Okay. I think that the weather supports that. I think that you have to be. These customers want convenience. I'm dealing with older demographic that has money, that wants things done. Yeah. They just want it done. You know what I mean? And they don't want the inconvenience of drop off. Okay. They want so I even kind of have some rough ideas of where we start this thing, and it's cheap. It's cheap.
Yeah. So, and I think. Oh, it'll be easy.
Dad ain't good. Yeah, Dad's not polishing his own boat. We already know. That's my dad, by the way.
I know. We'll talk more cars, boats, maybe next episode when we're really nailing down a location of whether it's brick and mortar or an address
or whatever. Right? Yeah,
maybe a plot of land. Who knows?
Yep.
The next thing is taxes. What's that tax rate down there?
I know we're low in Florida. I did not look up a specific tax rate.
That's all right.
But I know that's where retirees go, and I know that there is no tax on food.
Okay, so we're eating good, is what you're saying.
Man, dude, when we go by Taco Bell, if it says $5, it's $5, dude. Here in Alabama, it's 10% sales tax. It's high, or in Mobile. Yeah,
so
go ahead with your
income
tax.
Flat tax 3.23. Now again, which is nice and low.
I like it.
So the corporate tax is 25. So it's a lower tax rate. It's one of the easiest, places to open a business. Very friendly. They dished out $13.1 million the SBA last year for businesses opening up in Indiana. So just an option, you know what I mean? It's not as sunny. It's not by the ocean. We're not, but if you're looking for a business sustainable model, it looks like a really cool area to look at, especially in the detailing area there.
Absolutely. So I've got a little work to do on my end on income tax. And Dad, if you're watching that, if you want to shoot me a text of Florida, specifically Jupiter, Florida's income tax, and just shoot me a text over here. Don't make you sound look bad here on national podcast.
National podcast there.
Yeah.
What I wanted to do for our next one is, I know we got competition, and that's always that's the barrier of entry, right? Go ahead.
Hang on, I have one more.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What's your average price of a house?
You see, and I didn't jump into the houses. I don't have it for you. Watch, let me jump in.
$423,000 on my end. These guys are $500,000 homes, man.
Okay.
They got garages. They got nice garages. We're cleaning in nice garages. We're not cleaning on the driveway, dude.
And I'm right there with you. I'm going to hit you with a 382. Okay, I'm going to hit you with a 382, and that's the average for mortgage there. So I'm at a 382. I think that's a pretty close split. You know what I mean? If you're at a $400,000 house, you've got a house. That means they've got garages, like you said.
Yeah.
A boat, whatever it may be. I think that's real important. Are you ready for competition? I know we got our competition.
I'm ready for competition, baby. Let's go. Nope, we lost him. Hey, we lost you, Nick. Oh no. All right, so we're gonna take Nick out for a second. Apparently, he lost connectivity. He's gonna get added back. So let's see what happens here. Chris, we got to get you a mic too. This is fun, guys. For those of you that are still watching, this is a lot of fun. Again, we want to, make this relative. Like, what makes this sense for you, and to look at these numbers. Like, did you do this kind of research when you started your business? I know I didn't. And I know if we could always go back and change things, like, it's hindsight's always 20/20. Here's the reality: is you can always change things. Things are always fluid. Business is dynamic. It's always evolving. So you don't have to stay stuck where you are, location or business. Use this information, use what we're doing here, and do a little self-evaluation. Do a little business evaluation. See where you fit into this, and see if some of this research could help you improve your marketing, improve your sales, improve your customer service. All these things are important, and so we want to do this thing to cause you to think, and that's what I'm a true believer in. I think that it's an awesome, fun project. Yes, it's causing me some work, just like I didn't need any more work, right? But this is fun. Nick coming back on, or is he still off?
I think it's probably loading.
Okay, cool. Guys, if there's any comments while we're waiting on Nick to drop in, drop some comments. I'll talk to him. Billy Smith, Billy Smith is our biggest fan. He's our biggest supporter, one of my best friends. Thanks, Billy Smith, for jumping on the new cast. Tell me how you like it. Tyler Gillespie, love this new idea. Should be a fun journey. Absolutely, man. And this is what it is. So we have, over the next 10 or 12 episodes, we're going to be digging deep on this. We're going to go start this thing as if we're really starting a business. You're going to hear how we grind things out. You're going to hear how we analyze, how we argue, how we discover. And so it's super cool. Thanks for watching. My problem here is all these new detailers are charging next to nothing. Absolutely. They're just coming in. They're dropping the market. Here's the reality. Build the customer service. Your customers will not leave you over $20 if there's a connection. Make sure you make that happen. 7%. Thank you, Dad. That's the income tax. 7%. So I think he was at like 3.5. We got beat. I need to note that. They got like 3.5. We got 7% income tax. All right. Thanks, Dad. Why does Chris get a mic and we get a keyboard? That's Madison and Brooke. Because he sounds so much cooler. No, I think Madison could have a mic. I think she could tune in. 7% income tax. We love you, Madison. Love you, Brooke. Y'all are awesome. These guys have cranked out a lot of work over the last week to get this stuff done. Chris did the setup here. I was supposed to help him, and I was no help. we stay so busy here. He stays so busy here, but he got it knocked out. It looks good. It's casual. I'm in my log cabin in Denver, Colorado. That's the way I like to envision it. I think I saw an elk cross back here somewhere. Where's my buddy Nick? Is he gone? Missouri. That's where Andres is. Posh Approach, about 30 minutes south of St. Louis. Nice. That's a good one. And so he's saying that the detailers are coming in and basically dropping the price on everything and just grabbing the business.
Nick's back.
Nick's back. Come on in, Nick.
Man, if
dude, would I give you the location? You just flew down there and started your shop, or what?
So I think one of the things most important is internet connection. I think that we got to make sure that we got that in the shop.
We got to start there, and I have that stat: average speed of internet.
That's crazy. So my apologies, guys. Again, live show. We're going to be rocking and rolling with what we got. And watch, I'm going to get Carmel, Indiana here, ready to show you one quick thing. If Chris wants to pop that on the screen.
Yeah, Chris, he's got a screen share when you're ready. And what we're talking about is getting a little feedback. What we're talking about is our competition in the local area. It's gone. All right, your screen is live.
Cool. Carmel, Indiana, right there.
I like to call it caramel.
I think
it's like camel, but caramel.
So let's just go car detailing. And I'm going to show you something that's real interesting that I saw. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit if we remember where it's at, right? And if you guys have any of these shops, you guys got some great shops there, great location.
Yeah.
First thing that popped out to me, and I'm going to zoom out, is we got a lot of Crew car washes. They're one of the largest car washes.
Car wash. Yep.
Right? They got a lot of locations. But you got Crew car wash, Crew car wash, Crew car wash, and you've actually got two different mobile detailing, right?
Okay.
Standalone detail shops, PPF, depending on where we're headed, right?
Yeah.
I think there's an opportunity there because you have the car wash, you've got people wanting to maintain their vehicle, and Crew car wash is going to do some light detail work.
Oh, it's going to do maintenance. Yeah, that's your yep.
But given a high-end detail shop an opportunity there, I think is going to be it's not going to be as difficult as a Miami, Florida, as a Jupiter, Florida.
Wait till you hear, dude. Wait till you hear my competition. It's minimal.
Yeah.
Like I'm fixing to take over. Like,
yeah. So if you want, we can get rid of the share screen. I just want to show about how many I was looking at that I felt comfortable with.
No, I think that's fantastic. So what you're seeing, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, about 15 or so car wash detailers. Car wash
and detail, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, you want to hear my stats? I don't have a nice, pretty map. They give me computer. If they gave me control with a computer.
You can show your stat. We got live proof here. Let's just put in what is it? Jupiter. Just like that, Florida.
All right, hit it.
Let's see what we got. Oh man, it's so bunched up down there. You can't even
zoom in.
You can't even see it.
Okay, so you got some car washes mixed in, but check this out.
Okay.
Here's what I've really got.
What do you got?
I have 4 auto detailers that I would consider competition. 4.
Okay.
Servicing 60,000 cars. I lost video. Servicing 60,000 cars.
Okay.
That is 18,000 cars per detailer. That's my competition. Okay. I got 3 marine detailers. 3.
Yeah. That's
servicing 20,000 boats. That's 6,667 boats per detailer.
That's a good stat. I'll give you that. Look,
I lost video, Chris. I'm sure
But we're still live. We're still rocking.
Yep, cool.
It's just the pretty face there. But I like that stat a lot. The boat stat, very cool. Because you're absolutely right there.
So, so that's my thought. So, and I kind of dug in a little deeper on my competition to see like what was real. Like I didn't, I love the map because it really shows the range of it. But I went a little bit deeper and said, okay, who's my true competition?
Yeah.
And I know that's next. That's coming up next. I was a little ahead of the gun. I like to do a little extra work.
Okay. Look at you doing the extra work. I like it.
So there's, so competition. I think we're pretty similar in that. I think the business is there to be had.
Yeah, I think that's pretty clear for both sides. And we got 100,000 people up by us. So we got there's room for cars to get cleaned up there as well.
Absolutely.
This is the last one that I think it's going to play a factor in everybody's life. And that's called family and non-business factors. You know what I mean? The things that, hey, whether you're out of college or you're leaving a job and starting a detail, if you're looking for a new location, how much stress does that put on the family unit? How much stress does that put on other things that are important in your life? And I think that's really just something that has to get talked about with a new location.
Okay, are you saying, I'm sorry, are like factors of packing up and moving to new location?
Yeah, if we're opening up a business, where is your
We gotta
family located? Where is everything that you might need? Hey, you need grandma on babysitting duty, or you're going to be going for a family reunion. So you've got a couple things to sort of think about there. For me, right? And I know this is just our hypothetical, but I wanted to talk about it. Carmel, Indiana. It's about 4 hours away, so it's not terribly far. It's a drive.
No, it's manageable. It's manageable. Yeah.
Hey, I went to Indiana University. I'm a Hoosier, so I just wanted to throw that. That's a non-business factor, but you play that up when you start a business.
You want to know my non-business factor?
Yeah.
Jupiter, Florida has the best golf around. Do you know how happy I will be as a golfer?
Yeah.
So what, Mom? I'm on the golf course.
I'm on the golf course there.
So little Demi, I'll get her a set of clubs. She'll be fine. I already know my dad's going to be there with me, you see, because they got the best golf around. So he's coming.
Yeah.
Mom, I don't know. She'll visit.
She'll visit. I'm sure she'll visit in Florida.
But reality is, that's seriously, it's a reality, and it's a situation of something you should consider.
Yeah.
Because when you move away from your supporting family, you don't get the freebies. You don't get grandma. You don't get mom. And there's a sense of loneliness in that. You're going to fight the fight of a new business.
Yeah.
Where's your comfort coming from?
You got all that time and effort going into it, right? And some things take a back seat, relationships, and there's time. There's only so many hours in the day. So we went through those. That was a list. That was kind of the list we had of like, hey, these are important factors that we've got. Mm-hmm. Now it's decision time. It's decision time, Dustin. I'm going to fight for Carmel, but you know what? We're always going to leave it to the viewers first.
I like that.
So if we'll talk back and forth a little bit. We'll give some people a chance to go Carmel or Jupiter.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we want to ask if we can get enough input from everyone. Who do you think? Who pled their case the most? Who loves golf versus who wants to freeze their butt off in Indiana?
Who likes the middle of Indiana more? And I have a feeling it's going to be a lopsided debate there. And I knew it was an uphill battle, but I'll fight for some good demographics in the Hoosier state there.
I mean, I'm politicking hard, guys. Listen, Jupiter, Florida, great golf, great food, very welcoming. I did a little research on the people there. They love newbies. They love to support newbies. So if we can get enough people here to sway this one way or the other, we do want to decide. And we're gonna have the next step, Nick, is we're gonna take the next show, and we're gonna pick this city. We're gonna go to the next show. We're going to we're going to determine our shop,
the actual shop. Yeah, we're gonna have a couple. And again, most episodes it's gonna be me versus you, a little good back and forth banter. I'm gonna have a building and say, hey, buying versus leasing, and a lot of people. These are just real world, things. Just trying to figure out, hey, go on LoopNet. You're gonna see what's available. You're gonna see the price. You're gonna see, hey, what's that gonna cost per month? And say, hey, which one makes more sense for our new detailing business?
Yeah, no, that sounds great. Hey, Chris, don't sweat it. It's almost over anyway, so we'll just go without video. And sorry, guys. And this, I don't know what's going on. Chris is working tirelessly to get it fixed, but I think the audio is coming through. There's some comments we'll check in just a second and see. Can you see the comments, Nick?
I'm not. I don't have that on my screen right now.
All right. What are your most recent comments? Is anybody giving us a city and state? Now we have visual, Chris. We have video. It's okay. No sweat the camera. If you can glance at those comments and see if anybody's telling us Jupiter, Florida, or Indiana. Anybody?
The only other thing we could just we can have a poll on the our page when we share it, because we're gonna have a lot of people. This is a live show. We're gonna have people listening, and it's gonna be on YouTube. And
let's set a poll on the new page.
Yeah.
And the poll should be, where should our new business be?
The amazing location of Carmel, Indiana, or hot and steamy
Do
Jupiter,
you want
Florida.
to be on the sandy beaches of Jupiter, Florida?
There's a beach somewhere in Indiana.
You want to freeze your ninnies off in Indiana? I mean, tell me, what do you really want to do?
I knew that climate was going to kill me there.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
Yeah, that's episode. Go ahead.
I had one more other contributing factor. I'm sorry I didn't read my notes. By the way, the St. Louis Cardinals and the Miami Marlins all do. We got video now. All do their spring training in Jupiter, Florida. So now we have baseball spring training to go check out.
It sounds like you got more tourists there. It sounds like you got even more people flying in without cars. They're bringing their bags. Are we cleaning bags now, or are we cleaning?
The Marlins players are bringing boats and cars, man. They got to show off. They're just right down the street. They're just right down the street.
Minor leaguers down there. I don't know about that.
I have the Luxahatchee River, too, by the way. All right, man. Episode 1's good. I don't know. Chris has got the video stress going on, so we're not going to do Q&A. Don't stress on that. No big deal. I feel like it was a major success. We'll drop the poll up there. Guys, if you have some suggestions or comments outside of we just need video and Nick don't need to drop off next time.
Hey, we're going to work on it. That's episode 1. If we didn't have issues episode 1, I'd be a little worried. It went too well.
Absolutely, man. Great show as always. I look forward to the next show. I look forward to seeing where we're going. Hey, if we end in listen, no matter where we go, it's all good. It's going to be fun. We're going to dig deep.
It can only get better from here.
Absolutely it is. All right, Chris, you got to wrap up our show, buddy.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Nick. Appreciate you, man. And episode 1 is in the books, baby.
In the books. Sealed.
Love it.